Hey, welcome everybody to the next episode of Taking in the Outdoors. So, what's this episode about? Well, this episode's about taking the beach. Taking the beach. So, let's get right to it. Get over there and take the beach. See you there. Well, here we are, folks. Today we're taking the beach. Hey, it's that time of year. It's that time of year. Spring is upon us. It's not going to be long. Summer will be here. And what's one pastime we all like in the summer? If we have the opportunity to get out there, and that's to go to the beach. Well, today we're going to take a different look at going to the beach. And first of all, what is a typical day at the beach? We've all been there. Oh, let's head to the beach, whether it's yourself or the whole family, you're just going to head to the beach. And you get to the beach, and what do you find? Sand, water, and lots of people. People all over the place. I mean, people are playing ball out on the beach. They're making sandcastles on the beach. They're playing in the water, and they're running, and they're kicking sand up all over the place. And there you are trying to relax amongst a huge crowd of people. Okay, it's enjoyable. You're getting sun. You're out there in your swimming suit, just relaxing. You can go jump in the water if you want. But again, with a bunch of people. Now, what I would like to challenge folks to do is explore your area, your local lakes, some of the rivers, not for the typical public beach, but for public lands that have hidden little jewels of a beach. Now you take a look at this beach in my background here. This is an actual photo of a beach that I found years ago that very few people are even aware of. Now this beach, I'm going to show you a few photos of this beach, and I'm going to explain a little bit of what this beach really is. All right? So let's take a look at this first photo here. I'll pop this little bugger up. Here's a good shot. There you go. That's the beach I'm sitting at. As you can see, lots of sand, beautiful water. This beach is located in northern Wisconsin on Lake Superior. It's north facing. It's the south shore of the lake. Now, Lake Superior's largest freshwater lake. It has, at this location, you can walk into that water and you can go out the length of a football field. Let's say you're 6 feet tall. You could walk out a football field away from the shoreline and the water wouldn't be up to your shoulders yet. Now, someone that's 5 foot, 5'6", they're going to get out there 150, 200 feet, and the water is just part way up their chest. So it's a long distance from the shoreline before you get into any truly deep water. So it's a very comfortable, easy beach to enjoy. this beach, to get to this beach, you have to go down this terribly rugged back road that quite often is in such bad condition that if you don't have four-wheel drive, you won't be able to drive to the end of the road. However, there is a spot about 1 mile from the shoreline that you can park your vehicle. And then you just walk down that rugged part of road for about a mile. You come out and you see at the end of that road, you can see the lake. And when you're looking out over this lake from that location, you're about 40 feet above the shoreline. You walk out to the edge and look down, and what do you see? A rocky, rugged shoreline. Look left, look right, doesn't matter. It's all rugged, rocky. However, there's a trailhead that's unmarked. And you really do have to look to find where that trail actually is. Once you find the trail and you head east on that trail, you hike about a quarter of a mile, and you can still see the lake off to your left. But you can't see this beach because you're far enough back on that trail that you can't see the shoreline. Now, if you go off trail and hike down to the shoreline, you got to kind of go through the trees and through the bushes, and you get down to the shoreline, and there's a full half mile of this beautiful, beautiful sandy beach. You cannot beat this beach. I mean, because it's facing due north, as you can see, there's a few tall pines right close to the beach. If you want a shaded area, there's always a spot you can set yourself up in the shade, or you can be right out in the sun. It's just beautiful, just beautiful. This picture shows a little more of the shaded areas that you can put yourself in to stay nice and cool on those hot 90-degree days. And when you want, you can just get up and stroll right out in that nice, beautiful fresh water and cool yourself off. Now, this beach, because it's so hard to find, rarely ever has anybody there. The most I have hiked into this beach and spent the entire day on a Saturday and a Sunday. Both days, spend the entire day right in the peak of what would be considered tourist season. And the most people I have ever seen down at this beach that actually know it's there, the most I have ever encountered was 4 people. 2 couples that knew about the beach and had hiked in and were at the beach. So with those 2 couples and myself, 5 of us, with a full half mile of beautiful sugar sand beach, you could not believe it. So, of course, we had to name the beach, even though nobody really knew about this beach. We named it. And we named it Freedom Beach. Yep, we left our mark with a little bit of driftwood, and we named it Freedom Beach. And we loved it. I had 2 other dear friends, and their children would come with me down to this beach, and we'd spend hours and hours and hours at this beach, undisturbed by others. And it got to the point where we started treating this beach as ours. This is our beach. We took the beach. We took the beach. And the few others that even knew this beach existed here, when they would come out, they'd see us and they'd say, we come out expecting to see the beautiful sands and the wonderful water and you folks. And they'd ask, how often do you come down here? At every opportunity. At every opportunity. You can sit back. We have these nice backpacking chairs. It's a beach chair that's actually a backpack also. And we load that backpack up full of drinks and snacks and suntan lotion and hike on down to this beach and put our little beach chairs out, and we'd sit ourselves out there, and we'd get there like 10 o'clock in the morning, and we would not come home till the sun set. Spend the full day there, taking in the outdoors. You get to see all the seagulls, you get to see the other wildlife. Lots of bald eagles frequented this area, and they'd fly right past the beach. We had a bear come out on the beach one time, way down. In fact, this background picture, that bear came out way down on that end, way down. He come out, and he's nosing around, looking around, and you wouldn't believe what he did. Headed right out to sea. There's an island directly off from this beach, but that island is about a mile and a half away. That bear swam all the way out to that island. Now, we don't get a lot of boaters through here either because it's so shallow. The shoals in here are really unpredictable. These sands move depending on how much rain there is and how bad the flow from inland is. These sandbars will change their positions. People stay out of there with their boats because it's so often they'll run aground. So we found this little jewel, and we found it by accident. Well, after finding this one, I couldn't help myself. I started doing more exploring, and I found 3 more locations just like this one. Found 3 more locations on this shoreline just like this one. This is actually part of the Apostle Islands National Lakeshore. It's all public land. It's all controlled by the National Forest Service. So it's accessible if you come in by foot. But people don't do it. They just don't come in and explore to that degree. I did. And I found some beautiful, secluded freedom beaches. You can come out here and be yourself, take in the outdoors. We never find trash unless it's washed in from the lake. You never find trash here. You don't have to worry about broken glass in the sand. You don't have to worry about people running all around you and disturbing you while you're trying to just take nature in and enjoy it. So you can't beat a beach like this, but it takes a little work. You have to go out and explore. Now, I have a couple of favorite lakes that are remote. Inland lakes, small lakes, but they got a nice little sandy area. Nice area to camp in. The lake is totally surrounded by public land. And you can tell people have hiked in. But people don't stay out at those lakes. They might hike in to see it or to fish it a little bit. But they don't just stay there. Now, I found a few that have beautiful little beaches on them. And I can set up a tent, spend 2-3 days, and hang out at that little beach. Not another soul in the world. Nobody. I've never seen anybody else at any of those locations. This one, I've seen a few people, but not many, and not often. But those locations, I have never seen another person. And you can sit there and take it in, enjoy, take it in the outdoors. Gets too hot, take a little dip, come back out, sit in your lawn chair, or just lay on the beach on a beach towel and dry off and take it in. Take it in. So there you go. Hey, everybody, let's start making some plans to get out there and take the beaches. It's not that far off. Another month and a half, you're going to want to be out on those beaches. So now's a good time to start exploring. See if you got a hidden jewel somewhere near you within a reasonable driving distance. Find that little jewel and then keep it to yourself. It's a little selfish, but there's nothing like having your own Freedom Beach. So there you go, folks. Well, thank you for hanging out through this episode of Taking In the Outdoors. Okay, there'll be another one a week from now. They always land on Fridays or Saturdays, so you can kind of count on having a Taking In the Outdoors every week. So until the next one, I want you all to take care of yourselves. I want you all to stay safe, and I want you all to keep taking in the outdoors. Sty loves you all, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.